Robert Gottliebsen, we've seen some pretty dodgy deals to get this superannuation levy change through. I mean, do they really get superannuation?
No. They really don't understand what it's like to have a person with a small amount of superannuation when they reach the retirement stage. The whole game then is to mix your assets with the government pension. Financial planners actually help them do all those things. And of course, the fact that money's in superannuation can help you, but it's a total game to maximise the pension because you haven't got enough money in superannuation to retire on that money alone.
So how do they play this game?
Oh, cruises are good. Cruises are good. I can go on a cruise and my assets go down and therefore I get more pension. And I know that's a tough game. It's not what was planned, but at some point of time, the politicians are going to have to say, how do we craft the superannuation rules to maximise the help or the reduction in the government pension? And that they haven't done that yet.
Because we know that there's a huge amount of people who end up either on the part pension or on the full pension, something like 80%, I think. And that's the forecast, sort of down the track. But the self-managed super fund people are the ones who seem to be the ones who have got the cleanest eye on their retirement.
The great news for Australia is that when you reach the retirement stage or begin to approach it, what more than half of the Australians who are going to try and fund it themselves, fund their own retirement themselves, the first thing they do is to set up a self-managed fund. So the self-managed funds are in fact, in the main, doing what the government originally devised superannuation for, and that was to reduce the age pension. And they're doing it extremely successfully. Their management systems, their performance is at least matching the institutions, and because the costs are lower, they often beat them. But there is a remarkable thing taking place. Self-managed funds are being attacked like you would not believe. We don't know quite where the attacks are coming. They're just journalists writing articles. Some people say it's from industry funds. Others say it's retail funds. I think it's Treasury, but I could be wrong. But someone's doing it, or perhaps they're all doing it. And the most amazing articles appearing in reputable newspapers. The Financial Review the other day ran a piece saying, dreadful things are happening with self-managed funds. They're taking tax advantage from franking credits. Oh, my goodness me, that's what the politicians do. And everybody who has a share in the Commonwealth Bank or BHP gets franking credits, whether they be self-managed funds or individuals or anyone.
So why is Treasury keen to, as you say, why is Treasury keen to attack SMSFs?
They don't like them. They're regulated. In fact, Treasury doesn't like superannuation, full stop. They put out totally fictitious costs as to what the superannuation costs the taxation revenue. And they put out figures just a year or two back that were just wrong, mathematically wrong, and forgot all about the fact that proper superannuation, particularly self-funded superannuation, reduces the pension bill. Didn't even mention it. Assumed high rates of return that were totally unrealistic to boost the fictitious figures. So we do know that Treasury does not like superannuation. You'd hope that they weren't doing this, but someone's doing it, and they're doing it very incorrectly.
So what should SMSF participants themselves be doing to try and prevent this?
I think it's time for self-managed funds to actually sort of step up and be counted. The accountants who set these funds up are remaining silent as a result of these false attacks. They should be getting up there and saying, look, this is just nonsense, saying that self-managed funds benefit from franking credits in the Financial Review or any other paper for that matter. And really beginning the process of getting the community to understand that the real purposes of superannuation are being best served currently by self-managed funds.
Robert Gottliebsen, thanks very much.
Thank you.